Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Angelina. You all might know me as an ambassador if you follow Anybiz. Just to remind for newcomers, Anybiz is an innovative platform using AI to revolutionize B2B lead generation. And to tell more about Anybiz, and it's a new way, it's this new, like the way to generate B2B leads. Today we have the special guest, co-founder of Anybiz, Daniel Shnaider, and he personally will tell you the insights, the strategies according to his expertise, just on his behalf. Yeah, welcome, Daniel.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you so much. Great.
Nice to hear. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that our subscribers will be interested just to learn about Anybiz firsthand. Yes. So what do you think about this idea?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so to start with, yes, I've got some questions that usually people ask. Can you please provide an overview of Anybiz and its role in B2B lead generation, please?
Sure. Anybiz is like, imagine the future where you generate leads, but you don't need any more person doing it for you. Imagine where there is no business developers or SDRs doing a manual thing, a machine that decides everything and implementing also all the actions to generate the lead. To simplify all this strange words, is the problem that we are solving is that an SDR should take a lot of decisions, should use a lot of softwares to generate some leads. Softwares to write the message, to send the emails, to automate and social media, the outreach, etc., etc. And also, he's a person. He needs to eat, he needs to sleep, he needs to take days off. So imagine there's something like in a higher level that can do the actions of this person and implement everything, and also take the decisions to bring this lead to the company. And this is what we're building here. It's the real future. It's not like an AI like improving the message or something. It's a real AI that we develop, not based on generative AI, which is right now very popular, that takes the decision what will be the next phase of the action of this virtual sales agent or virtual SDR. For example, what we need to do to send an email, maybe to share some post on LinkedIn, maybe to retweet something and show like it's building a relationship with this prospect, and only then trying to offer any offer like push to a call.
Okay, sounds quite interesting, exciting and scary at the same time, but still it solves many problems, because people who do calls, the sales, and they actually can be sick, ill, or get tired, or any emotional disorder, and it solves a big problem. It's quite interesting. But can you tell me just exactly what motivated you to start Anybiz, to present this space? What the main problem you faced in the past, that forced you to think about this platform?
It's a great question. So the first problem we ran a business before a few years ago, quite a long time ago, So we were selling physical products. And one day we had a lot of them like in our warehouses, and we wanted to sell it to a physical store, to brick and mortar across the US. And we started sending them an email. Do you want to work with us? We have our minimum order is this and that. And then we found out that this is a real big world when you need to understand emails, you need to understand deliverability, you need to find the data, you need to know how to write, when to send the email. You have to be an expert just to attract someone to call you or to work with you. And we said there are a lot of tools out there. You need to use several of them to be successful. So what we did, actually, we said, why we will not replace the person that manages all the tools? You don't need anymore like this person. We will make all the tasks of this person. We will have the database. We will know what to write, when to send, how to act, how to build relationships. And we just, we spoke, I think, with more than 40 SDRs, how to do that, how to implement it. And this is how we started everything.
Yeah, cool. Sounds great. I think for the people who just start their own business or thinking about the startup, it would be just a great option, like someone who can help you actually, because you need to know a lot of things. You have to be able to, to make calls, to find people. So this is like a huge field, and you need to have the expertise in it. Yes, agree. Can you just answer, how does Anybiz leverage this AI in lead generation process? Could you explain the technology behind it?
Sure. lead generation, send emails and offer like, this is my offer, like, do you want to spend 10 minutes to talk to me? Doesn't work anymore. What really works is where you build relationship with this prospect. For example, as I said, you show some interest in what he's doing, you share his post, you like his post, you comment, you engage, you send an email, hey, I like your recent activity or something like that. You build relationship, and only after you have an established relationship, after a few weeks, you can send some offer. So
Great.
the AI decides what to do actually. What is the next step? And we don't know in advance what he's going to decide. So what will be the next action? So this is how we leverage the AI. Actually, AI is a real hype right now, but we started, like me, myself, developed an AI 6-7 years ago. So right now is a hype, but because of generative AI, it's super simple. But we developed algorithm 6-7 years ago detecting melanoma with image processing. So I made an app that you can scan your skin and see if, God forbid, you have melanoma. It's also with AI and machine learning. So yeah, so pretty familiar with this field.
Oh, yeah, quite interesting. So what happened with that project?
Yeah, the one who speaks Hebrew can Google it and see me in the Shark Tank of Israel, the Shark Tank show in Israel. Like, it worked very well, but to make it a great business, you had to have a lot of, certificates, because it's health, space, etc. So
Yeah, quite problematic.
but it was pretty good. You could take like a picture of your skin and immediately you know what is the status, if we recommend to go to the doctor or not.
Yeah. Agree. Okay, so you talked actually a lot about Anybiz and this technology and this revolutionary, yes? But just can you say or think about maybe 5 key features or capabilities of Anybiz that make it stand out from other lead generation platforms?
Yeah, I think I will mention one. So the main one is, like, to manage every other platform, as I said, you need a person. You need a person with knowledge. If he doesn't have any knowledge, it's useless. These platforms are useless. They're not simple. They're not intuitive, because, as I said, you need to know a lot of things. You need to know what to write, when to send the emails. You need to understand deliverability. You need to understand multi-channel outreach, how to build it. Imagine there is a place that you don't need to know anything. You just choose your virtual employee, your virtual AI employee, and he does everything. You just making sure, like, he wrote the right things, he found the right prospects, you approve at around 4 clicks, and you are ready to go. So I think this is the main differentiator.
So the only thing that, the person who just does this lead generation with the help with virtual employees, so the only thing that he has to do is just to have a call with a potential customer.
Yeah, I would say yes, like in the near future, yes. We are very close to launch the first version, but the second version in a couple of months will be where we just, this assistant or virtual AI will continue the conversation until actually there will be a call, a meeting. So it's really crazy.
Yeah.
So imagine you can have a one-man business and working for you 10 SDRs, generating leads for you, filling out your calendar. That's all.
Pretty interesting. Yeah. And people just ask all the time, so maybe it's possible to tell a little bit, how does Anybiz gather and verify B2B contact information? So can you share some insights into the data acquisition process? So how Anybiz gather and verify B2B contact information?
We have a huge database from different places, etc. We gather by ourselves this data, and it's pretty good, pretty accurate. And we have from several industries, we have from different job titles. So we have right now around 100 million prospects in our database, and we are growing and improving it as well.
Yeah, it's a big number. Agree. Can you share some stories, successful stories? Maybe you can give some examples that people achieved great results using Anybiz.
Yeah, sure. First, me by myself, I'm running Anybiz by myself. So I achieve results every day. I'm running, like, I have an assistant, like virtual AI, creating for me, like generating leads for me. First thing that I want to say. The second, we have a startup using it. Like, we're in early access right now, where it's limited to a few users. And this startup also closed, I think, 3 big customers because of Anybiz, and it was worth it because their average deal yearly is more than $100,000. $100. So it took around 3 months to do that, but it was really, really successful. The ROI on this lead generation was amazing. So this is also a good story. And,
Sounds amazing. Yeah.
it's also by building the relationship. It's not like your first email, as normally people are doing. They're sending the first email and like, I know you are doing that and I'm offering you that. Do you want to jump on a call? Like, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, relationship the first. People sell to people, yes. So, okay, excellent. Thank you so much. In your experience, what are some of the greatest challenges email marketers face while trying to generate leads? So what are the biggest problems actually they face the first, usually, the common problem?
I think the biggest problem is deliverability, and the second is lack of knowledge of the whole things, because there are a lot of small pieces that you need to connect. It's very, very hard to know everything and to manage everything. So the main pain point, I would say, as I said, deliverability. And the second, it's very, very complicated to generate leads. It's not easy at all. With like today, because there are so many tools, it became cheap. So you can do that, you can try it. But then what happens? All the prospects like receiving a lot of emails, they are ignoring it. So it's like Seth Godin said, like the guru of marketing. So you see a cow and another cow and another cow, it's boring. You don't stop and try to like read this message because it's another cow. But if it would be a purple cow, something different, you will stop and see, wow, this is interesting. I want to try it. And this is what we're trying to do. Like, it's not boring anymore. You build a relationship with someone, show your love, show the love to you and show like what you're doing, really like what you're doing. And only then you can try to offer something.
Yeah, about the cow is very interesting. Yeah, it just made me just to stop for a second to think, is it a milk or something like this?
Yeah.
Okay, you said deliverability. I suppose that you have also an option to solve this problem, right? Can you say just a few words about it?
So we are a tech company. We're trying to solve everything with technology. And we also have one of our technology solves deliverability issues and making sure deliverability is high. So this is what we do in our second product, which also kind of integrated to Anybiz. So we are also dealing with deliverability, which is a very, very complicated question and changes every day. You need to adapt, you need to learn and understand it. So
yeah, the sphere, the business, actually all spheres, yes, it's a non-stop process where you have to learn all the time. Okay, and are there any specific strategies or best practices you would recommend for email marketers to optimize their lead generation efforts? Of course, using Anybiz.
With using Anybiz, the business owners, they don't need to do anything else besides enjoying their new leads. Who wants to do that manually or by himself? I would really make it multi-channel and long-term relationship, and try to not end the campaign. Like, the campaign should be forever active, because if you know your target audience and you think this is your ICP, why would you stop the campaign? Like, okay, so he didn't answer after 2 weeks, 1 month. Okay, you can try again, but why? Like, if you try again, it's again doesn't work so much. But imagine if you build a relationship forever. Like, after 3 months, you show your love. After 6 months, you show your love. Like, with engagement, like you can send an email like, "Hey Daniel, I just saw your last post on LinkedIn. I really love. I never got this cold email, but if I would get this email, plus I would see the same person sharing my post, like he likes my post, so it's really, really engaging."
Okay, yeah. So consistency, we can say that consistency.
Yeah. Otherwise, they'll forget about you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Daniel, for your time to be closer to our clients, to our subscribers. I think that they will appreciate this conversation, this discussion, these insights that you were ready to share with our audience. And a new way and this new style of Anybiz is still in progress, as you said, yes. But all who want to try it can apply for an early access, right?
Correct. So we have a few tens of customers right now with an early access. We're working with them one by one, like closely, to see how we can improve and what we need to improve. So now we're in early access and it works not bad at all.
Great. Sounds great. Thank you, Daniel, so much. Thank you so much. And stay tuned for more informative sessions in the future. And thank you, and see you next time.
Thank you so much.